What a beautiful day to not feed into the hype. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions, and it looks like markets are finally beginning to gain some sense. Tesla is down 8%, and in my opinion, this is nothing in comparison to what is about to happen. Yes, if you think that Tesla is a good buy, be my guest and buy it. In my opinion, just like I said yesterday, and like I have been saying when Tesla was ripping up to highs, not only of 338, that's just recently, but I even said it during the post-Trump partnership when Elon became affiliated with Trump and Tesla ran up to highs of 488. Tesla had no business trading at 488. Its price did not correlate to its fundamentals. Tesla recently now once again proved that it's not a growing company. People continue to say, oh, Ricky, you just don't understand. It's an AI company. Oh, Ricky, you just don't understand. It has a bunch of different verticals. I don't think you understand that Tesla's core business, I don't care of what it can be, but what it is right now. Tesla's core business of selling cars is not growing. And that is what matters, period. Yesterday, there was a chance that Elon could sell the dream, but its fundamentals were so bad. Tesla missed on revenue, it missed on EPS, it missed on adjusted EPS. Its gross margin was fair, and shares at one point were up 1%. This was until its guidance call. And during its guidance call, Elon said, I'm working on a master plan. The future of Tesla will profoundly change the world. Maybe it's just my opinion, but I don't think he needs a master plan. He just needs to figure out what is going on and why Tesla is selling less vehicles. And on top of that, I mean, I can go on and on. I'm going to, as time goes on, and list the handful of concerns and red flags that Tesla has. Tesla is going to lose its EV subsidies, which generates about $3.5 billion of revenue every single year. And when it loses that $3.5 billion of revenue, what I want to remind you is that Tesla fundamentally, a year, as of last year, let me see if this is, Tesla had a total net income of $5.8 billion. It is going to lose $3.5 billion of that through government subsidies. So not only is it going to lose the leverage, the incentive for consumers of the $7,500 tax credit, but Tesla in return also gets an EV clean vehicle energy kind of like rebate. And they sell clean vehicles, so they get billions of dollars. It's pretty much free money. They don't have to do anything for it. And now they're going to lose that in 2025. It actually officially ends, if I'm not mistaken, in September of 2025. So not only are they going to lose the incentive to incentivize consumers to buy vehicles, which the incentive is already dying, as we can see that Cybertruck sales fell 50%. But on top of that, now on the back end, they're also going to lose the $3.5 billion a year they gain of just profit, free money from these rebates. The other thing that people continue to talk about is, well, Ricky, you just don't understand the potential of full autonomy. Maybe it's just me. Like, you just don't understand that space. Waymo is available right now. Ubers are available right now. What's the difference between that and Tesla? There's one person, or on one side, one person is driving me, on the other side, the car is driving me. At the end of the day, it took 8 years for Uber to become profitable. Google, who has billions of dollars, nearly $100 billion in cash, is pouring money into Waymo, and they've been doing it for the past 3 to 5 years. And they're doing fine and great. It's a cool concept. Look into their margins. It's incredibly thin. And this is the part that just baffles me is why are we trying to create or highlight and glorify a solution to such a minute problem? What do I care if someone is driving me or the car is driving me at the end of the day? All I'm paying is $20 to get to the other side of town, and margins are already going to be so slim because this will only instill more competition. Again, I just feel like people are reading the headlines and they never look deeper into the actual numbers. The Optimus robot is not here. Tesla also came out with the Tesla Diner. To me, it's just another gimmick to try to see if he could rally up investors and bring excitement. I think that Tesla is only going to continue to sell off for one simple reason. I don't care about its future because its current state as a company is not growing. So at that point, it will not have a future. What is most important is, can Elon really turn Tesla around, drive more demand, maybe offer a cheaper vehicle to spark up demand, and continue to grow sales year over year? Because for 2 consecutive quarters, he is showing that he cannot. Now, I also want to say, I'm not a fan of all the negative sentiment that was around Elon because of his affiliation with Trump. I do believe that Elon is one of the greatest minds of our generation. I just think that Tesla as the company, its valuation, there's a huge disconnect from the fundamentals. This is a company that is worth over $1 trillion, yet once it loses its government rebates and its subsidies, might actually be reporting a loss quarter after quarter. It will be cash flow negative once it loses its subsidies. That is a huge concern. Tesla is no longer a new company. So, yes, I do believe Tesla is incredibly overvalued. I believe at $300, this is just the beginning, and I think that it will only continue to sell off as more concerns are brought to light that Tesla is not growing. No one cares about your story when your core business itself isn't growing. Like, that's what I would like you guys to understand. In a market full of greed, in a market full of hype, you could just continue to think about the future, but at one point, fundamentals do matter. They always do long term, and that is why Tesla always pays the price. There's a common saying of, don't bet against Elon. I don't know why people say that, because anytime Tesla rallies, it always comes crashing down. Tesla rallies, it always comes crashing down. It rallies, and it always comes crashing down. I would not be surprised that it hits lows of 200 or even sub $200 per share this time around. I'm not saying that you should always bet against Elon. All I'm saying is that every single time at overbought levels, it is easy money to short Tesla because its valuation is always just hyped up by a bunch of dreamers and not people actually looking at the numbers. So you guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. Also, overall NASDAQ market, still super bullish, very consistent, and it's holding up very well. We're still waiting to see if we find a break of pattern. If not, markets are direction, which can give the overall environment for a lot of these stocks to remain at these elevated levels. I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you guys up to date. I appreciate you guys' time. I know that this video is definitely going to offend a lot of people, but I think some people need to be offended so they begin to now actually think beyond a headline and perform their own fundamental analysis on Tesla. Not just about it, what it can be, but what it currently is and what it isn't doing. So again, I hope that this I hope this video triggers you enough that you're motivated to actually learn more about Tesla and what it's currently going through. And you need to understand that it does need to undergo solid changes for it to begin to do well. And I really hope that Tesla does turn it around, but this isn't going to happen overnight. And there's such a negative sentiment because of Elon around Tesla that I think this is one of the most pressing concerns for Tesla investors, is how outspoken Elon has been and the damage that it's done to the company. So I'm very excited to follow up. I hope that earns a thumbs up. I want to remind you that my opinion about Tesla being at $200 per share is 100% my opinion. If you believe that Tesla is incredibly undervalued at $300, I say talk is cheap, put money where your mouth is, and I hope that it pays off for you. But again, if it ends up selling off to $200, I'm not surprised. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note.